Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Missouri Tigers taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama. Kickoff to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Missouri's offense will have the first possession of the game. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give to the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
To the ground, he's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Dropping back, it's Glover. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
He breaks a tackle. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Alabama's offense will have its first possession of the game. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The give to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, we clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Back to throw, it's Jocelyn. Finds his big tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's going up top. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Missouri wants to go fast. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Camarda. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Here comes the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's Glover. Gets it out quickly. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
It's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to add another.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. On the option. Now the toss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, there weren't a lot of guys in the box defensively on that 2nd and long play, so you see the offensive line, they're able to get downfield, get a hat on a hat, and that helped lead to that successful play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Off the play fake on first down. He makes a catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the move, it's Lacey. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver shows motion. Running back searching for a hole. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
To the air, it's Glover. Getting some heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll try to pop the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for a block. It's Hawkins. He only needs a sliver of daylight. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Looking downfield, it's Jocelyn. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll just down it right there. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too.
Ball in the air, intercepted! He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. All wideouts, no backs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Hamilton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Jocelyn. They're trying to get to it. He's got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They're bringing heat. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
Finds a man on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to pass, it's Jocelyn. Makes his connection. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He wants to throw here on second down. Dances away to buy time. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Bama! And that one will give them the lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Lacey. Ripping through the defense. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Glover. Got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I'll tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it. You know, obviously, it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The dominance on the defensive front reminds me of Jonathan Allen against Mississippi State in 15. Had like 3 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, and 7 solo stops.
And it reminds you of every Alabama defense you watch. This is a team that they are going to stop the run. If you run the ball with success, they're going to bring more guys and be more aggressive, and you can tell they're not going to let this running game get going.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Trying play action. Going up top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop. And that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Jocelyn. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Got it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. With the catch, it's Lacy. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst if you get it.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Trying to get to it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Unloads to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a man. It's Glover. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Buying some time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback will audible. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point was good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
42, Missouri 20.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Glover. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
On second down, wants to throw. Coming after it. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long, this one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they got him for the sack. Missouri wants to go fast. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Toss to the outside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts it down. Timeout timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. After run, now throw. Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could add.